Hi guys, it's Dave in real life and welcome to this AEW All Out prediction video. Yep, we are going to look at breaking down all of the matches scheduled for this card and me giving you my predictions on who's going to win. So we're going to start off with the bite-in between Orange Cassidy, Church Taylor, Wheeler Yuka, Jurassic Express versus Matt Hardy, Private Party and TH2. Yeah, this match was only announced after Dynamite. Basically, it's a replacement match for the Pac Andrade match, which apparently has been cancelled due to Pac not being able to travel to the event. Yeah, I think the main success of that is that the 21-woman Battle Royal, the Casino Battle Royal, has now been moved to the main card, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, as for this match, I think the babyface team wins, that will see Orange Cassidy, Taylor, Yuka, and Jurassic Express picking up the victory. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a nice little opening match to get people to buy the pay-per-view. I can't see it being anything special. Probably lots of eye spots in it just to really heat up the crowd, ready for the pay-per-view itself. So yeah, we're going for the babyface team there. The first match, which I predict will probably be the female Casino Royale. Could run through the names that I've got, I believe are participating in this Rumble, which is Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, the Bunny, Julia Hart, Diamante, Red Velvet, Suzuka, Big Swole, Ty Conti, Penelope Ford, Hikaru Shida, Kay Cargill, Rebel, not Reba, Jamie Hayter, Layla Hurst, Nylin King, Abaddon, Anna Jay, Kira Logan, and Riho, with one space left open for the wild card. Or we could go into wild speculation on who this is going to be, but I think there's only one person. It could be the promos that she's been cutting on Twitter have heightened or become more apparent this week alone anyway, and that is Ruby Soho, aka Ruby Wight from WWE. Yeah, I can't see it being anybody but her, to be honest. Yeah, you could say it's Tessa Blanchard all day long if you want, but nah, not really. I've heard nothing of like Peyton Royce or Billy Kay, who were released as well by WWE. Their names are not mentioned at all. It's got to be Ruby Soho for me all day long. And as a bold prediction as well, I believe she wins it. I think she takes the Battle Royal. I mean, it'd be a perfect way of announcing her to the AEW crowd. Yeah, shove her straight into the title picture. She is good enough to be a champion for sure. That's what I'd do. Other than that, the females that are in this Battle Royal, it's unreal. You could have loads. Former champion Shida. There you've got a former champion in Nyla Rose. Got a future champion in there in Thunder Rosa. Yeah, there's just so many big names. Kira Logan, who is the hottest free agent in pro wrestling right now, other than Tessa Blanchard. Yeah, I mean, you could throw any of them names into the title picture for sure, but I do think it's going to be Ruby Soho. We go on to other matches. Jon Moxley versus Kojima. Normally, New Japan Pro Wrestling stars pick up a victory. but that's normally like Wrestle Kingdom when the Americans go over to Japan. This way round, I think Moxley wins. I really do. And these are pretty much a reason. Obviously, Eddie Kingston is also wrestling on this card later on in the show. So I think either one of them's going to win and one of them's going to lose. I think that Moxley wins this one. Paul Wight next, up against QT Marshall. Paul Wight making pretty much his AEW debut in a match anyway. Yeah, I think he just knocks the hell out of the entire lot of them. I think Paul Wight wins. I can't see QT Marshall winning this one. It's not because it's his debut or anything, it's just, what's the point? If you're going to have your giant guy lose straight away, it just makes no point. I mean, that's WWE booking, and AEW is supposed to be doing proper, more realistic booking. So realistically, yeah, you'd have Paul Wight win, surely to God. This one, the next match that I'm talking about is the Chris Jericho MJF. There's a lot on the line in this match. Obviously, it's a retirement match. Well, if Chris Jericho loses, he has to retire from the ring. A lot of rumours again about him touring with Fozzy, his band. So there is quite the possibility that Jericho is taking time out. But even if he did, he could return as obviously as a commentator, which he was doing anyway. Hate to think that this would be his last ever match. I mean, surely to God, we've got to want that Chris Jericho CM Punk match at some point. I think though MJF is going to win. I think Jericho is going to be taking some time off. Don't know what his health status is either. Has he picked up an injury? I have no idea, but I do think MJF still wins and gets that mega heel heat that comes with it. I mean, he's already got heel heat as it is, but this would be mega, being the guy what retired Chris Jericho. Wow. That's got to take him to another level. So yeah, I've got MJF. I mean, I have been to and fro with this match, if I'm being all honest. Up until today, I did have Jericho winning, but I literally changed my mind the last minutes. We go on to a title match, which is Miro versus Eddie Kingston for the TNT Championship. Like I said earlier, the team of Moxley and Kingston, Moxley wins, so I have Kingston losing. I think Miro will... Well, I think this will be an hard-hitting match, no question about it. But I think Miro is being booked really, really strong and will continue to be booked strong. So I think Miro wins this one. We go on to a steel cage match for the AEW Tag Team Champions, Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros. As much as I don't like the Young Bucks, I think they're retaining. Just for the simple fact that I think that the feud with them and Jurassic Express. Imagine Jurassic Park with all the T-Rexes and stuff. That would be epic. But no, it's Jurassic Express with Luchasaurus. That's the only dinosaur you're getting in that one. Yeah, but yeah, I do have the Young Bucks retaining, maybe hopefully getting to that Jurassic Express match in the future where Jurassic Express take the tag team titles. I really think that Jungle Boy needs a championship now. I think he's so over with the crowd that, yeah, get a tag belt on him and let's push this guy to the moon. So, yeah, I think Young Bucks retain, but setting up a match for the future for Jurassic Express. We go on to the female championship, which is Dr. Britt Baker, DND. Let's get it right, Dave. Let's not get this wrong. Against Kris Statlander. Like Kris Statlander, but I don't like her enough to beat Britt Baker. I think Britt Baker's going to retain. setting up a match with Ruby Soho in the future, if that is the case. Yeah, I think Britt Baker's definitely retaining. She's really been great as champion. Just wished AEW would sort out the female division and give it more time on Dynamite. I mean, they've got an opportunity now with Rampage as well to give the women the stage that they deserve. I mean, you just look at that 22 women battle royal. The division is stacked with talent. I mean, WWE would wish they had some of that on their roster for sure. But yeah, I think Britt Baker retains. Now to the match that probably everyone is looking forward to the most, and is the reason why majority of the people will be buying the pay-per-view, I'm sure. And it's CM Punk's debut against Darby Allin. It's been 7 years, folks, since we've seen CM Punk actively compete in a wrestling ring. So yeah, this match is huge. I think CM Punk wins, but it's not without Darby Allin putting up a massive fight. I mean, Darby Allin is going to be over no matter what happens in this match for me. If I was booking it, I would have Darby Allin win. I mean, all seriousness, because why would you not put over your own talent against somebody what you've just brought in? It's common sense to me. But yeah, I mean, have your say in the comment section where you thinking about this match, because it does have me torn. It really does. Because as much as CM Punk is so over, imagine how over Darby Allin becomes if he beats Punk on his debut. I mean, it's huge. The ramifications of it is that Darby Allin literally finds himself, maybe even with title contention. I mean, imagine that. Darby Allin, Kenny Omega future title match. I don't know. It's fantasy booking at this moment. But as a predictionist, I'll go with CM Punk winning, hoping that Darby Allin wins. And we'll just leave it at that. We go to what I would have thought was the main event. I mean, they might switch it. It might be it might be the CM Punk match, which is the main event, which would be pretty epic for Darby Allin to be in the main event. But it should be for the AEW Championship, which will see Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage. The rematch. Yes, Christian Cage famously beat Kenny Omega for the Impact Championship on the first opening debut of Rampage. I mean, yeah, that was perfect for that show, and a nice little, something to take home, that Rampage is a serious deal. I don't think this is going to happen at this pay-per-view. I don't think Christian Cage is walking away as the AEW champion. I can see Kenny Omega using the Elite as much as he can to gain the victory. I don't think this is going to be a clean win. I think there's going to be a lot of horseplay in this. I think Kenny Omega is going to use all of his factions' help to get the job done. Yeah, which is shook, because main event should be a clean, which sucks. Your main event should be a clean finish, but AEW clean finishes, are you sure? Usually a running or two, which that could happen in any of these matches, to be fair, with AEW. But I have Kenny Omega retaining. Yeah, that is my look at All Out. I think the card is stacked with some very interesting matches. Let me know which match you're looking forward to the most in the comment section below. Are you excited for CM Punk in his first match back? Or are you excited for the MJF match? I don't know. I'm going to tell you what I'm excited for. I can't wait for the 22 Women Battle Royal. I think that's going to be pretty epic. I'm so glad that that's on the main card now, because that's where it deserves to be. It should have been on the main card anyway. Yeah, a bit gutted that Pac and Andrade has been being taken off the show, because that would have been a really good match as well. But oh well, we've got that to look forward to on an episode of Dynamite or Rampage in the future. So on a side note, I kind of just want to have a quick word. Didn't really want to do this, but yeah, the recent events in the wrestling world has seen yet another lost life, with Daphne committing suicide. I don't know really what I think about it, but mental health is a big issue these days. A lot of people are not finding like life easy right now. COVID has really brought the awareness to this. All I can say to you guys is please be kind. Please just go out of your way to do a nice thing, whether it's just like opening a door for an old person or offering your seat on a bus to somebody what would need it more than you. Just think about putting a smile on somebody's face rather than, you know, just being this horrible. I mean, Twitter is a disgusting place sometimes, but can be a great place too if you use it correctly. Being negative all the time is not great, guys. Try and be positive. If you want wrestlers to respect you, please be kind. Give them a nice message. Be kind to them. Try and make them laugh. Put a smile on the face. That they're there to entertain us at the end of the day. They're not there for us to criticise or attack. And it just needs to stop. This Twitter hatred, this toxic waste ground that has been created by certain sector of fans who believe that they're right and everybody else is wrong. Nobody's wrong. Nobody. You're a right to your opinion, but you're a right to, you know, have your say. That's the whole point. So yeah, hashtag be kind should be a thing. We need to be better. We need to do better. Wrestling community shouldn't be this toxic waste ground that it's become. AEW's not better than WWE. WWE is not better than AEW. New Japan isn't the all and end all of wrestling. It's wrestling. It's all wrestling. Impact, ROH, even the indie promotions, NWA. I literally watched Empower the other day. Take examples. Watch these shows. Enjoy what you're watching. If you don't like a wrestler, fine, you don't like him or her. You don't need to tell them. You don't need to be emailing them or harassing them. Get on with it. If you don't like that part of the show, don't watch. But obviously, you've got wrestling. It's not just about the one person that you love. There's other wrestlers on there. If you don't like the Baron Corbin segment, go watch something else. If you don't like Alexa Bliss, watch something else. Switch off for the few minutes that they're on and come back when they're not on. It's as simple as that. Just stop hating. Enjoy wrestling. It is only wrestling at the end of the day. It's sports entertainment. No matter which company you watch, they're there to entertain you. They're there to put on a wrestling show. They're real people, just like you and me. So there you go. Little bit of an emotional speech thing at the end, but I do finish off every video by saying you're awesome, because you are. Everybody's awesome, and you shouldn't think any differently. So yeah, on that note, I am going to call an end to this video. Rest in peace, Daphne, and to all the other wrestlers that have taken their lives. I mean, they're not cowards. But if you have any issue yourself, you need to talk. My DMs on Twitter, which is at D in real life, all in capitals, A lot of you use it already. Come and talk. Even if it's just to say hi or just to somebody to talk to. Totally open to that. If you, like I say, if you're struggling, just talk to a family member. There's nothing you could say which would offend anybody or they wouldn't want to help you. So yeah, please just do that, just talk. I mean, open up, be positive, and yeah, hopefully things will start turning around for you too. Okay. Right, I've been Dave in real life. You've been awesome. And remember to always keep it real. Until the next time. Bye for now.